Beloved, before you scroll, before you click away, before you decide this message is not for you, let me ask you something. What do you do when you obey God, and yet life still breaks you? When you prayed faithfully, when you worshipped wholeheartedly, when you walked in His ways, and the storm still hit, the doors still closed, the pain still came. Will you keep worshipping even when it hurts? Will you trust His plan even when it doesn't make sense? Or will you follow the circumstances, letting the hurt, confusion, and disappointment dictate your heart? Let me ask you, what do you do when you prayed, but nothing changed? You poured your heart out to God, lifted your hands in worship, whispered every desperate plea, and yet silence. What do you do when you lived righteously, obeyed His word, walked in integrity, and suffering still came? When life hit harder than you ever expected, and the world seemed unfairly heavy on your shoulders? What do you do when you trusted God completely, gave Him your all, but everything around you collapsed? Your plans fell apart, relationships shattered, doors closed, and the storm didn't pass. Nobody prepares believers for this moment. Nobody tells you what it feels like when faith meets fire. Nobody warns you about the heartbreak, the confusion, the loneliness that sometimes comes even when you are walking in obedience. So I ask you again, when life breaks you, when your prayers seem unanswered, when everything falls apart, will you cling to God? Will you worship Him in the midst of the storm? Or will you let your circumstances dictate your heart? Beloved, this is the moment that defines true faith. This is the moment where obedience meets endurance. And this is the moment where God's love, revealed through Jesus, says, I am with you even in the fire. I am for you even when it hurts. I have already carried the cross for you. Church taught you how to shout in victory. They taught you how to raise your hands, lift your voice, declare breakthroughs. But who taught you how to stand when heaven is silent? Who prepared you for the nights of unanswered prayers, the days when your faith feels heavy, when hope seems far away? Today's message is not for spectators. It's not for those who only clap along from the sidelines. This is for the survivors, for those who have been knocked down, tested, and bruised, yet still choose to rise, still choose to stand, still choose to trust.